What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys doing well. So today we are going to talk about how to deal with difficult people in our life or in your life. So in our life, there's no way to avoid dealing with difficult people. Either you are in your workplace, you are with your families, or your friends, right? They are all over the place in our life. So how to deal with them? First of all, why we are having conflicts and also have to deal with them? Because first of all, every one of us are built differently. We have our own opinion, thoughts, feelings that we are going to act on. We are going to be reacted to. Okay? Because of the difference with ourselves and others, right, we will have different opinion, and that make us have conflicts with them, with the people around us. And then what happened that we think they are difficult, because there must be things that they can't accept in their life, or the ideas that they can't accept, but you. And yet you're trying to convince them to agree with you. And there's no way that they can agree with that, because of how they experience life is different with you. And here comes the first point. There's no need to be convincing. You don't want to convince people to your ideas, because you feel that belief on yourself. You got the belief by yourself, but you don't have to convince others to do the same, because you know that it won't work that way, right? We can't force people to agree with us, to do what we want them to do, in a way of manipulating them to do things for us, right? Because of our belief. And why? Because if you try to convince, you try too hard, people would know that you try hard. People will notice that you being too much, or you being forcefully solving your thoughts and your belief on them. And even if they compromise in short term, but I say short term because maybe out of the relationship that you have with them, or you have something that like benefit them before, like out of that thing they do it for you for short term. In long term, it will not work, right? Things will only backfire. It will only create resentment and hate, right? So don't convince people to agree with you. But okay, everyone will have this question, but how can I show them this work? Right? You will need to show them by being or doing this thing by yourself, even though people don't agree with your belief, your thoughts, and your feelings. To not convince them is the only way to convince them, because you act on that things that you believe. And that's why most of the time when I do things, when I decided that I want to do certain things or going into certain phase of my life, I don't really talk about it. Because the lesson that I learned from that is, first, you will get the invincible stress when you try to tell everyone what you want to do. And that stress is going to tear you down faster than the difficulty that you face when you want to do something. You believe in something, you want to do it, you want to venture in new business or new ideas. The stress of wanting to impress itself or wanting them to keep up with you itself is going to kill your motivation. So I have been there before. I share, because I want to be accountable for what I do. I want people to see, and also, indirectly, I want that stress to be on me, because that is the only way that I can give all. I can do better. But that's what I thought. When I tell someone, I have to impress them with the result. And as a result, I stress out, I give up faster than I can imagine. But when I don't really want to convince anyone on the things that I want to do or need to do, or I want them to help me, or being that person that monitor my progress, I actually excel, because I put all of that responsibility on myself. I decide what I want to do every day for be able to be progressing in my life. But not up to them to, I want to impress them. Because the more that you want to impress someone or somebody or anybody, you put that invincible stress onto yourself, which is bad for your growth. Imagine that you want to do something interesting, something new in your life, and you start telling everyone, oh, okay, Sharon, I want to do this, and I hope you can keep on track on me, and I hope you can motivate me or give me props if I do this. Imagine that you put stress in your relationship, and you put stress on yourself in return, because they are obligated to do things for you, and they need to act on the things that they don't believe or yet to believe that you can do. And because they care about you, they will do it, but it's not from their heart. And when something is not from their own conviction and their heart, you in return will feel that it's not genuine. It's because they do it because I'm asking them to do. You don't feel the energy from them, right? You want to not forcefully shove everything into their mouth and tell them to believe in what you do. You want them to slowly discover that this is true, this is me, and this is what I want to really do in my life. And you can act based on your own ability to accept or to believe in what I do or not. If you want to, I want genuine and you being helpful because you believe in me truly. So don't try to convince, because it will only stress your relationship, stress yourself, and also you having unnecessary thoughts and feelings that you shouldn't be having if you keep this by yourself. Like if you believe in what you really want, like you won't try to convince anyone to like be on your side, because you will go and do it first. You will discover like who you truly are. Like I'm talking about this because maybe there's something that you want to do in your life, that you have conviction, deep conviction, and yet you know that no one will understand you. No one will try to give you encouragement or genuinely feel that you can do it. Okay, if you are that person, stop telling people what you want to do. Instead, overcome that fear of failure, fear of no one sees you, fear of no one encouraging you when you are in your tough time. Means that when you first start, everything will be hard. Everything will be challenging. Like, I mean, everything you try to convey, trying to make people understand will be hard, because it is new for you. You have conviction that you want to do this, but you have no experience of doing this. That's why everything is from zero. If it is something new, that it is something that never ever ever have been done before, other than you who started it. So stop convincing. And secondly, I want you guys to be more focused on yourself. And I think that we don't use our brain enough now because of the information available. Like, we don't use our brain anymore. We don't think about what we can do with ourselves to improve ourselves, especially like reading, okay, going to conference, try to learn something from that person that you want to learn from. Like, you admire their ability, you want to have the quality that they have. Like, the only way to do that is start to think, because you think for yourself. And before you can think for yourself, nothing will happen in your life, because there's no awareness created within you. You won't be aware of what you've been doing wrong, or what is wrong with your life, what is lack in the life that you have right now, what needs to be changed. And by focusing on yourself, you will love yourself more. And I tell this like plenty of time in my video. The more that you love yourself, the more that you want to improve. Because you know, like, I'm the one will be here for me. You are the one will be there for you forever until the day that you die. Nothing lasts forever, but you will be with you until you take the last, or took the last breath on this earth. And that is so important, and that is so life-changing when I know that this word that I mentioned just now, like, you will be always there for you. And the more that you figure out you are the only one, you will love yourself more, and you want to know more. And everything around you is just sometime right? They just pass by, they just experience, or they are the people that bring you closer to yourself. Like, such as when you watch my video, like, I want to bring you closer to yourself. I want people to experience themselves more, be comfortable with themselves more. And with that, and that will be the only way to understand yourself, love yourself more. Because you are comfortable being with you or being you. So put more focus on yourself, improving your overall life, other than like trying to impress other people with what you do. Because everything starts from inside. I like this word so much. As within, so without. So if you have everything laid out perfectly inside of you, like, that's only time that is going to like show up the success that you will have. You only have to give it times. But first, you have to have it within yourself. You have to be better in life, generally. And it is not like, okay, I want to have huge changes, like from 0 to 1 takes me a year. Like, not much people can do that, like, in common sense. And I am a common sense person. I believe that that person, if they can make themselves like wealthy from 0 to 1 in 1 year, that is their life. And that is the journey that is supposed to happen to them. But like normal people, like me and you, like, it can happen to us in any time. Okay, we are not supposed to compare ourselves with other people that are success or already succeed in their life, because we will have our own time. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, until your time is arrived. All you have to do is be prepared. Be that person that is ready to receive. And here comes third point. Right? Be ready to receive. And how to be ready? Become better and better each and every day. Being progressive in everything you do every day. And that's the way we prepare ourselves. Right? Because when you are not prepared, the chances will be, right, opportunity will arrive in certain time in our life. And at that time, are you prepared? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to, like, meeting face to face with your challenge? And when you overcome that challenge, imagine that the last challenge that you have to do before you can excel to another level in your life, when you face them, are you ready to do so? Or you're going to back up again? And it takes you back to 0 again before you can reach the 1. So are you ready? So become ready to receive is very, very important. Being prepared as a vessel is very, very important. And without being prepared, like I say, you are going to turn back. You are going to be afraid or fear of what is coming for you, because you are going to see them as a threat other than opportunity. So what happens when we see threat? We run, right? When lions are chasing an animal that they want to eat, like what they do, they run. And if a deer saw a lion or a cheetah or tiger, they run, because that is a threat. So when you're not prepared, okay, you will see opportunity as a threat. So I want to use the deer as example again. So when they are running away from the threat, like, so the tiger or the cheetah will be chasing behind them, they can't really see the possibility. Right? They just run endlessly until they get rid of it, right? So what is the disadvantage of that? You ask me, all right? So I see this way. So a deer or a bison, right, they comes in groups. So when they are running, they are separating from the group. And that means separating from the vision like they have. So think of it as you. When you run away, when you fall back, other than you run forwards the problem, you will forget your vision. You will become doubtful of what you believe in. And if the deers or the bison runs forward and go over to their tribe, what will happen? Right? It's always positive. Okay, if they can go through that challenge, they will be with their tribe, and the tribe will help them to chase off the lion or the threats that they have, right? So when you ran off from that problem or that challenge, means you are leaving your goals, leaving your dreams, leaving the things that you always believe in and why you started. And those things are the building block and the reason that you have clarity in life. You have goals. Goals are like the tribes or the groups that the deer or the bison come with. So when you reunite, you accept the challenge and then you overcome it, you reunite with that group or that vision. If you are human, you become more powerful, more confident as a result. So that is important, okay? And I hope people that are starting giving up on their goals, their vision, or their life, they can understand what I'm trying to tell right now, especially if it's you. Only facing the challenge or facing the dark side of you, like this come out of me now. So I'm prepared. The dark side of you that you haven't really accept or face it or face them. Maybe not them, it's you, the dark side of you. You haven't really accept it. Only by facing it, facing the fear, the worry, and the doubt that you have in your life, you are going to get over them. You're going to conquer the fear, the doubt, by accept the challenge, by accept things for what it is. Right? Only that way you can overcome everything and reunite with your goal and dream, all the things that you believe in. So I want to encourage you guys to do a meditation. I know it's very hard for us to separate ourselves from our problem, but sometimes we need meditation as something that we can like boost ourselves to be able, right? It's like a ritual to separate us from the world and the problem and us. We need to see clearly. So by doing meditation, slowly is going to help you to find out the clarity that you need to have in your life. Like what is the priority, what I should do and what I shouldn't do, what I should face and what I should let go. So being aware of it is very important. Doing meditation is going to help you to be more aware of things going on around you or situation that you are currently in and what you should do, what you should feel, what you should act. And all of that can be decided if you are aware of the situation. Because the things that I most worry about everyone is like they don't aware of the situation. They just live by and time just pass by. Like most of us is just going to work in the morning. After we wake up, we wash ourselves, clean ourselves, and then put our clothes on and drive to the work. And then after work, we come back, we have our dinner and we just want to relax. We just want to hide away, get away from everything. Like not be able to control even one bit of our life is very, very dangerous. Because most of the day, we just go about our life like normal. We never think about what we can do differently. Right? That is unawareness. So having awareness is mean by, okay, I can control these small things that I can do today. Like I can make different decisions if I'm aware. Like, for example, I can do a note or having a diary, for example. Right, I haven't really do diary, but I started it recently because I want to show that, like, I want to prove to myself that I can do something different. And that is why I start writing down what I learned. If I read or if I go through about the day and then I have ideas, I try to write it down. And that is the things that I do differently that I haven't tried to do before. And how can I do that? If I don't have awareness, like I want to try something new, but no awareness, nothing that comes into my mind. I just doing things autopilot. I go back, I watch Netflix, I watch my favorite series, I watch Squid Game 2, like it just come out. Or I just watch some action movie over and over again, other than improving myself. Right? I watch Avenger plenty of times. I know many people like, okay, admire all of that CGI, amazing CGI. Love it. So when we do that, we leave ourselves in the world in autopilot. We can't think. We can't feel different. We can't decide what we want to do because it's being programmed. So you want to reprogram that by separate yourself from the world, from yourself and the problem. When you do that, your life will become much, much better because you're aware of the things going on. And you know that you can control what you do every day that is going to make difference in your life. So I encourage you guys to do meditation. It really helps me to be able to start to think and also decide or make better decisions in my life because I can separate myself from all of that things that are currently are your autopilot. Like you can rewrite them, you can put yourself into doing new things, something new, something different. If you're aware of the problems, right? Right? Even 5 minutes, or even if you find it difficult to do, you fall asleep, make it a habit, right? Meditation itself is like a habit, kickstart. I can say a self-discovery, self-development kickstarter. So what you invest in will grow. Like the time that you put into something and doing something, because of the energy that you focus on, it will grow. You become better. You have 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. When you do it consistently, okay? There's no need to like go straight for 30 minutes of meditation when you first started. No point, because you are not going to be really encouraged or having to stay on that habit for a long time. If you're forcing yourself doing it, ease yourself into it. And I think that's all I want to share today. If you have any question that you want to ask, like comment down below and ask me, and I will see every comment that are be written here. And before I go, please like and subscribe to my channel so that I can share my words and spread the word out, like spreading positive energy. That means it's love. Like, so people that you care about, or maybe in a way, or you feel that you want them to see this video, share this video with them. And like always, love you guys, and see you in the next video. Peace.